Okay, so week 11 we did video editing. This is the video I'm going to be doing for audio. And for this I'm doing a real world example of something I'm working on at work. So I've got my 4 layers of video and 4 layers of audio. This is my muted audio track since there's 2 different cameras. There's a 2 shot and then there's the close-up. So there's my 2 video layers and there's my 2 audio layers. Each camera has its own audio track because both people are wearing lapel mics. So you can see by the sound waves where the cuts were made, and it's a fast way of editing. So when this person's mic, let's see, we're right, this is the video layer that's hidden. So this is the camera that's live, and I use the hide icon right there to hide my time code right there, which is done with with the transparent video, which you get from the new layer, new transparent video, and the effect time code. You just type in your effects to get it. And here's my time code settings. How I change its position, it's time. Watch your time display because this was shot at 24p. And your other setting to look for is under here, under the source. Right there. I had generate. Is that, yeah, generate. Because there's multiple clips. And watch the time code change. Now it's matching. That's how you know you got it working. So I'm going to hide that layer again. So this is the camera that you're not seeing. It's the wide shot. So I don't want that camera seen, so I have it eyeball clicked off. Here's the audio that's on the mute channel. I've got the audio for that muted. So that's how that's set up. Now, as I said before, you're going to work with multiple layers. You're going to want to use your audio track mixer. If you don't have it available, it's Window, Audio Track Mixer, and this is set for all the layers. The 4th layer, right down here, is my music. I have that turned down to about almost minus 30 decibels because I want it to be quieter. You want to be able to hear what the people are saying, and it helps hide your cuts in between sentences. So if I wanted to make this person's volume louder, that would be audio track 1, and that'd just be done over here by using the slider. Or you could use the numbers. So I'm going to undo that, put it back to 0. And it's as simple as that, just picking which channel you want to change. It changes the entire track. And as we went over in class, if you want to change just part of the audio, like say I don't want this first part, if I hold down the Option key and I drag with my black arrow selection tool, I am changing the in point for just the audio. I can do the same thing by holding down Option and doing the same to the video layer. They're still linked together, but they just changed their in points. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to undo that. Now I showed you this in class, and I don't advise you ever do it, but if you need to split the audio and the video permanently from what's in the timeline, you right click and choose unlink, and that will unlink your audio and your video, and they will not be matched up, and you can move them however you want. Careful doing that. I don't recommend it. I recommend, like I said, using the Option, hold down Option and drag either your audio or video, which you need to change the in point individually. And one more thing we did is, if in effects controls, there's my color correction. For volume, right here, if you need to change just part of it, say you want to have one part of it go quiet or fade out, I set my first keyframe there. I just randomly did it just for this example. I'll go forward a little bit, set another one, and if I want to fade this down, I'll do like minus 35 or a little bit more. But so it's going to go from 100%, which is 0. 0 is normal volume. It's not changed higher, louder, or quieter, and then it gets quieter over time. So I'm going to undo that because I don't want to affect the file. And so that is how you keyframe your audio. Like I said, you can do it under channel left or right, or you could do it here. You could, when you've got multiple tracks, you can fix it with the Window Audio Track Mixer, and that will get all the different settings. You can change each audio track individually. Like I said, 4 I've got turned down to almost 30 decibels less because it's much louder. And that's just an example of, hiding and muting, work with multiple layers, and keyframe your audio in a real-world example. There's one more section I want to show you in Premiere. So I'm going to double-click on my video, which would be right here. Okay, I'm back in my source window. This is the uncolor corrected video. Now, if you've got multiple cameras and you want to sync up the audio, a fast way of doing it is with the marker board. But to see your audio in the source window to help you out more, you right-click inside it. So I've got my source video. Here's my video. I right-click, and I'm going down to display mode. If I do audio waveform instead of composite, I now see the audio of this. And there would be a spike in the audio where the marker board was to make it louder. So again, to just get back out of it, I right-click inside, display mode, composite video. This will show both the audio and the video. To get back to the video, the audio for, like I said, for marking it up, you right-click inside the window and choose audio waveform to see the audio from that video clip. And again, to get back, right-click display mode, composite video.